It's no surprise that when it comes to pretty much everything in a woman's life, they want to be 100% complete control over, even the men that they have in their life. A lot of times the friends they surround themselves around, they will try to manipulate those friends. They will try to control their friends' lives from afar. This is something that just happens with women, their friends, people they associate with, and a lot of times within their own families, whether it's their parents, their grandparents. We're not even going to get into the whole single mom with their kids situation, but it is just a very common thing for women to try to get the upper hand in every single situation. However, they are soon realizing that not only can they not manipulate the types of men they want, but these men are not even giving them a chance to even associate with them.
Men are dumb, and you can get them to do anything you want by using the following manipulation tactics. If he tells you he's not looking for anything serious with you, don't go like, oh yeah, no, me neither. Say you do. Just not with him. This will make him feel like he's not good enough for you, and he'll want to be better, and he'll start chasing you. When he asks you about a certain item, like a piece of jewelry or something, giggle about it. Don't give him a straight answer. This will make him think there's more to the story. You can make him feel extra insecure by saying, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Find a reason why the two of you cannot happen, like a stupid one. Oh, we're in the same friend group, it really wouldn't be a good idea. Guaranteed he'll want it more. Let me know if you want a part 2.
What the? Oh, shit.
Well, a part 2 would be kind of nice, honestly. Let me break this down why this will never work. And we're going to take it one at a time. Let's go with the first one. She said that she's looking for something serious, but not with him, right? Now, the first thing she said was that whenever he says he's looking for something serious, he's not looking for something serious. These women are telling other women to say, oh, well, I'm looking for something serious, just not with you. Okay, for one thing, I don't know how many times we have to cover this, but these men do not care. These men do not want anything serious with you. You're meeting these men on dating apps. These dating apps are used to funnel potential sleeping buddies for these men. They do not want anything serious with you. And you're not going to be doing any of this stuff with what I'm seeing here on this camera. It's just not going to happen for you. I'm sorry. You might be able to manipulate a couple of these simps, but you're not manipulating anybody you are attracted to. It's just not going to happen. These men have a lot more options. And if you were to try this with any of these men, they would just ignore you, walk away, and probably wouldn't even ghost you, just because it's just too much effort to ghost you. They would just delete your number and move on. And then you would text them, and then it would say unlisted number texting, and then they'd be like, oh, you're just some sort of scammer from overseas. They don't care. You're literally just at this point, you're just a nuisance to these men, and they just ignore your calls. You get hundreds of calls a day that they ignore. You're just one of the many they ignore. There was another next thing was whenever he asks about this piece of jewelry, you're supposed to be very mysterious. Oh, there's a backstory to that. You don't want to know the backstory because it might hurt your feelings. The man's not going to ask you about your jewelry. I am well into my male adulthood. I've never asked a woman about a piece of jewelry. Men don't care. Men do not care. The only piece of jewelry a man cares about is well, I'm not going to make that joke, but you know what I'm saying. Men do not care about jewelry. It's just not going to happen. They definitely don't care about women's jewelry. I don't know where this thought process came from. Men that date women are not interested in women's jewelry. They do not care. Men do not care about women's jewelry. It's not a thing. I think women have this fantasy that men know about women's jewelry and want to buy them jewelry, and it's like very romanticized thing. Men don't care. These men do not care. A lot of times a man is buying jewelry for a woman for a couple reasons. The first main reason is he just doesn't know any better. He's a simp. These men spend money on all sorts of things for women, and jewelry is just one of the many things they do. And this also includes engagement rings, wedding bands, anniversary rings. These men will buy these women extravagant pieces of jewelry, all the while these same women are getting plowed by Tyrone the plumber. It's not anything of the ordinary. This has been happening for years and years and years, and it's going to keep happening. But the fact of the matter is that men do not care about jewelry. They're not going to ask you about your jewelry. It's just not going to happen. Last but not least, probably the kicker, most important thing I think to me, And the very last one was find a reason you two cannot be together. Like, very dumb reason. Maybe you're in the same friend group or this. They will make, that reason will make the man insecure, and he will be racking his brain of why he can't get with you. Again, no man is going to do this for you. You are not, you're not there. You're not going to be there. You're past the wall. That makeup is doing a lot of heavy lifting. The bangs are not hiding the 5 head good enough. It's just not going to happen for you. You're not a 10. You're not a 9. You're not an 8. You're not a 7. You're not a 6. You're not a 5. Now, you are an average looking 85% woman. That's all there is. Men will say you have pretty this, you have pretty that. Oh, I've never met a woman with a jawline like that. Oh, you have the straightest upper teeth I've ever seen. They don't care. They're just saying those things because they're looking to get the one thing that the only thing at this age that carries value, any sort of value for men like this. And it's always the same type of thing.
This is something else.
Men respond to no contact. Stop texting him, stop calling him, stop stalking his social media, go ghost. Care, stop that shit. There's no point in pleading your case, trying to convince somebody to be with you, trying to, show them what they did wrong. Like, just stop. Most of the time, when you go no contact, they come back, and if they don't, good. You didn't want them anyway.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
And this is another perfect example of the amazing cope that some of these women have. And part of this is true. If you are one of these top tier dudes these women are chasing after, and you stop talking with them, you stop engaging with them, if you just stop giving them the attention that they've always gotten from you, it will make them go feral. They will go crazy trying to get that back from you, and they will hit you up. They will try to talk with you. They will try to meet you. They will come see you. They will do anything to get that sort of response out of you, to get that reaction out of you, the same way that certain simps do this to these types of women. These women will stop responding, and these simps kind of go crazy, and they will beg and plead and do all sorts of things simps do. And with any sort of self-respect, with any sort of dignity, they don't reply to women like this. They just don't. They just let it go away. Like I said, these men do not even block these women. It's too much of a hassle to block these women because they have so many calls coming in. It's just going straight into the unanswered phone numbers that they always don't answer. And a lot of times the whole process and the whole thought process behind these men not blocking these women is they want to keep that line of contact open, because these women always ride right through. These women always come back through. These men keep them as an orbiter, and these women will always come back through to entertain these men. A lot of times, even when these women are in these new relationships, they will be in these new relationships 6-7 months in or whatever, and they will reminisce about these dudes they were having fun with when they were single. They will have no issue hitting up these other men to spend the night, to come over when the husband, the boyfriend, whoever has left. These men will still be in these women's lives. Maybe not in their daily life, but definitely coming through every once in a while to lay plenty of pipe for them, because these women, they survive off this validation at this point. Women like this, just look at this. She is thriving off this validation. You gets it all the time. No doubt about that. This woman right here, she gets told that she is just the queen every single day. You can just tell by the way she talks, by the way she's positioning herself through social media. These women, they all think they're the queen. It's really just a very sad delusion that a woman like that thinks that she can manipulate a mass quantity of men. It's just not going to happen. And she's telling these other women that are, oh man, you don't want to look at these women. You do not want to see the picture of these women, because let me just tell you right now, there is no way these women are manipulating anything. These women couldn't manipulate themselves out of a plastic bag. Well, that's going to be the end of today's video. Let me know what you guys think. Comment and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.